because it's like y'all are literally trying to play in our faces. Like, we're not crazy. We see what is going on. Y'all are trying to be a little TikTok, and it's not going to work. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is DeAndra. If you're new, thank you so much for stopping by. So today we're going to be talking about Instagram and whether or not it's a dead social media platform and can it be revived, like what's really going on. But while we do that, I'm going to do a get ready with me. I've never done this before, but I thought it would be a little bit more interesting than just sitting and watching me talk. So I'm getting ready to go out with my boyfriend. And so we're going to do my makeup and take down this twist out while I talk. So I'm just gonna do my everyday normal makeup routine. It's not anything too crazy, but y'all can still watch it and hopefully enjoy it. I'm gonna start off by applying my Fenty Skin Hydra Vizor Moisturizer. It's also a sunscreen. So I'm gonna just apply this all over my face. Alright guys, so let's talk about Instagram. So there's been a lot of talk lately about Instagram and whether or not Instagram is a viable platform still. So for the most part, Instagram is still probably one of, if not the most used social media platform. I think it has like 2 billion active users, which is crazy. And so obviously it is still a platform that is widely used. However, we saw with MySpace that it does not take much for a platform to be popping one day and to just be completely disappeared the next day. So I know we all remember the old Instagram that was literally just for iPhone users, and it was like this secret little club that we were in, like, oh, only the iPhone people can use it, Android people, y'all can't get on Instagram. And it made us feel like special for some reason. But back then, Instagram was way different than it is now. Like, we all remember you could just post a picture of your cat, of your house, of your birthday cake or something. Like, whatever you wanted to post, you could post it and you would actually get interaction from your friends and family on Instagram. That was pretty much what it was at that time. It was a social platform for your friends and your family to see nice pictures that you took. It had the little ugly filters that we all love. Like, why did we like those so much? Anyway, we're not gonna even get into all that. But the point is that Instagram used to be a picture sharing platform for actual social interaction. And now that is just not the case. So now Instagram is basically an influencer platform. And I say that as somebody that is an inspo influencer. I don't really like calling myself an influencer, but an inspo and somebody that actually makes money from Instagram posts. The entire platform is pretty much catered to us, and it's no longer really catered to the average user, which, you know, is problematic because most of their users are not influencers. Most of their users are still just regular people just trying to show off their pictures. So I did a few polls on my Instagram as well as on my Twitter account. Both are DeAndra if you want to follow me. I always love to do polls and stuff when I do videos like this, just to kind of get a feel for what my audience thinks. And I asked them, do you guys think that Instagram is falling / has already fallen off? And y'all, almost everybody, like a large majority of people on both my Twitter and my Instagram said yes. I mean, I was kind of expecting that on Twitter because most of the people on Twitter mainly use Twitter. Like, they don't really like Instagram as much. But I was surprised that my Instagram followers felt the exact same way. They said that they feel like Instagram is falling or has already fallen off. And I think that that says a lot about where the platform is today. Like, that is the sentiment of, at least I would say, the millennial demographic and the Gen Z demographic. I feel like Instagram was pretty much started with the millennials. We pretty much picked that platform up and we ran with it. And by the time Gen Z came around, Instagram was already kind of falling off. Like, it was already not really what it was for us. Like, it just wasn't. And for the Gen Z people, their thing is TikTok. So I mean, you know, every generation kind of has their thing. The generation before the millennials, their thing was Facebook. Like, that's just kind of how it goes. But I feel like Instagram could have, you know, maintained their status even with the Gen Z population if they just weren't trying to be everybody except Instagram. Like, their main issue is that they are not even focusing on what made them. Like, y'all were built on pictures, and now you're shoving reels down our throats. Why? Because TikTok came and it basically just threw Instagram for a loop. They didn't know what to do. I mean, they didn't know what to do, and basically they do what they always do, which is copy. Instagram is a copying platform. They did it with Snapchat, with the stories, and then they tried it with IGTV, where they were trying to kind of be like a mini YouTube. Didn't work out. And I feel like with TikTok, they're kind of doing it again, and it's just not that successful. And I feel like it's not successful because TikTok still just has a very free feel. It's very like impromptu, it's very unplanned, it just feels easy breezy. Unlike Instagram, that has a very specific aesthetic. Everything has to be super high quality, super crisp, and if it's not, Instagram is not gonna push it. Like, you can post it, but they're not gonna push it. And I just feel like that is their problem. Even Instagram Reels are still a lot more polished compared to what you see on TikTok. So on TikTok, you can pretty much get on there and do anything. You can be a good dancer, a bad dancer. You can be a good singer, a bad singer. It doesn't matter. You can get up there and do whatever you want, and you're likely to get quite a few of views. And I have noticed that on TikTok. Like, when I post a TikTok, I get views pretty quickly compared to on Instagram Reels. And I've also noticed that on Instagram Reels, when I post something that's just kind of me doing my hair or me just looking cute or something, it gets, you know, maybe a couple thousand views or something. But when I do a post that I actually plan out and I have my reel, like, okay, this is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use a trending sound. I'm gonna use nice transitions. Like, when I do something like that, it gets like 10,000, 20,000 type views. So I definitely know for a fact that Instagram pushes quality more so than just any reel. Now, it is true that reels, regardless of what kind of reel you post, is probably going to get more reach than pictures. And I don't care what they say. They're talking about, oh no, we're still a picture sharing app. That's what Instagram said. It's not true. They're not a picture sharing app. I mean, if you post a picture right now on Instagram, or I'll say if I post a picture right now on Instagram, it'll probably be shown to maybe 500 people, 500 to 800 people within that first few hours or that first day. And I would say maybe half of that will be my actual followers. Now compare that to if I post a Reels, it's gonna get shown to thousands of people within like a few hours. Like within maybe like that first hour, it'll already be shown to like over 1,000 people. Now, a lot of those people are still not my followers, but the reach is still greater. So all this that they're talking about with, oh no, we still prioritize, you know, showing your pictures to your friends, we're still a picture sharing app, is just like y'all are playing in our faces. Like, we can see that that is not the case. When we test it out for ourselves, that's just not the case. And I actually asked on my polls on Instagram, I asked my followers, do they mainly post pictures, reels, or do they not really post that much anymore? And everybody for the most part said that they still mainly post pictures, but some people said that they just don't even post that much anymore. And I feel like that's because if you are not good at making reels, or if you don't like making reels, you're probably gonna just stop posting, because you know that if you post pictures, they're probably gonna be a flop. And it's not even like, oh, likes matter that much. It's not even about the likes. It's the fact that your friends don't even see the post to like them. I mean, and I understand, you know, Instagram's dilemma. They do have a lot of users, and most people are following at least, I would say, 1,000 people. It would be hard to show every single post that your followers or your friends post, but it's still like they could do better. Like, they could push our pictures out more. And one thing that I feel like TikTok has on Instagram is that TikTok has that friends tab, or like that following tab, and that lets you see your actual friends' TikToks. But then they also have the For You page, which is for new content. And that's what Instagram used to be back in the day, when all they had was the Explore page. Your home feed was pretty much dedicated to your friends. I mean, that was dedicated to the people that you actually follow and people you actually want to see. And then the Explore page was for discovering new folks. But that's not the case anymore. Now on your homepage, you have ads. Ridiculous. They have way too many ads. And then they've started this suggested post thing, where it's just random people that you don't even follow. Because you liked a reel from so-and-so, we're gonna show you this. And it's like, y'all are forcing it. Like, they're just doing too much. Like, if I wanted to see people I don't follow, I would have just gone over to the Reels page or gone over to the Explore page. Like, I do not need y'all to put that on my home feed. This is my home feed. It should be for people that I am choosing to follow and see their posts. But they're not doing that. They are forcing us to, basically they want us to stay on the platform longer. So they're trying to predict what we want to see, and they feel like we want to see big influencers, people with a lot of views, people with a lot of followers. We feel like Instagram feels like that's who we want to see, more so than our actual friends that we're following. I mean, even though we keep telling them that that is not the case, they're not getting the hint. They're not getting the hint. They're not picking up what we're putting down. It is what it is. And when I asked my Instagram followers what was the most annoying thing, they said that the most annoying thing for them was the suggested posts and the ads. So that was pretty much what I expected, because that's the most annoying thing for me as well. Like, they need to just let it go. So the other question that I asked on my Instagram and on my Twitter was, since you guys, majority of y'all feel like Instagram has already fallen or is falling off, do you feel like it's too late, or can they make a comeback if they make some changes? And pretty much everybody said they can come back. So I mean, that gives some hope to Instagram. I feel like if they just actually listen to what people are saying, they could actually probably fix their platform. And apparently Kylie Jenner or somebody said basically what I'm saying, which is that Instagram needs to get it together. Like, they're doing the most. And like the CEO of Instagram apparently jumped on live or whatever to try to defend it. And basically was saying like, oh no, like we're still a picture sharing app, just like a bunch of crap. Like, no, y'all are not. And I guess apparently he had to take it down because he got attacked for it. Because it's like, y'all are literally trying to play in our faces. Like, we're not crazy. We see what is going on. Y'all are trying to be a little TikTok, and it's not going to work. TikTok is already TikTok. Instagram, you need to be Instagram. Like, Twitter has its own thing. TikTok has its own thing. Even Facebook has its own thing. It's like Instagram just needs to find, or actually they already had it. They need to go back to being a picture, primarily a picture sharing platform, because that is what made y'all unique and different. But of course, I feel like they are probably, I think in their minds, they feel like they are a little bit too powerful. And I think that they feel like, okay, well, you know, when we stole Snapchat's thing and we kind of stole stories from them, it did kind of end Snapchat in a way. I think Rihanna also had something to do with that, but Instagram putting stories on their platform did kind of give us less of a reason to use Snapchat. Like, you know, I still use Snapchat because I like their filters a lot better than Instagram. Instagram's filters are still just, they're just still not that great to me. But the stories on Instagram did kind of bring back a little bit of that less polished feel, because the feed became just so aesthetic. Like, everything had to be perfect on your feed. People were doing that thing where they want all their pictures to flow perfectly, and they wanted them all to look just, you know, perfect basically. And your stories kind of gave you an opportunity to not be perfect. You could show your behind the scenes, you could show maybe pictures that didn't make the cut for the feed, that sort of thing. And it is, you know, nice. Like, I do like Instagram stories. I probably like Instagram stories more than I like the actual home feed. And I think there was like some poll or something, and it showed that most people use their stories more than they use their home feed. And I think that that is because your stories are where your actual friends are. Like, your stories are the people that you are actually following. It shows you what they're doing, what they're up to. And a lot of people just do not even post on their feed. Like, a lot of the people that I follow, I'll go on their page and they post maybe once a month. Like, for the most part, the only people that are posting, you know, 3-5 times a week are the influencers, or, you know, the YouTubers, like people like me. Like, I post on Instagram because it helps me to get my YouTube out there. I kind of use it as a marketing tool. I don't really use Instagram as a social media platform, which is sad because it's supposed to be a social media platform. But it's not. And the reason why you know that it's not is because there's all these videos about how to grow on Instagram, how to increase your reach on Instagram. And I watch them because, again, I use it as a marketing platform. And so the more people that I'm able to reach with my content, the more people that I can bring over to my YouTube or whatever that I'm trying to promote. And there's just all these videos about how to crack the algorithm and how to get your posts to blow up. Like, there's just all these things because people are struggling. Like, it's made Instagram not even a fun platform. Instagram is like work. You have to like research for it. You have to make sure that you write your captions the right way. You have to make sure that you position your pictures or your videos, your reels the right way. Like, there's just so much to it. And the average person is just not trying to do all that. Like, the average person just wants to go over there on TikTok and just see some funny videos or some cute videos or whatever. Like, I can get on TikTok and be on there for 30 minutes without even realizing that I was on there for 30 minutes. That is not the case on Instagram. On Instagram, I pretty much get on there to post. I get on there to respond to comments on my posts, that sort of thing. I might post a story and then I get off. Because the home feed is not it. Like, the home feed annoys me. It makes me upset. It's never people that I want to see. I mean, it's natural hair stuff because I'm primarily post natural hair content and Instagram knows that. But it's just like, I want to see the natural hair girls that I actually follow. Like, I don't even hardly see them. And that makes it not an enjoyable experience. Like, it makes it not a social platform. And that's why people don't use it as a social platform. And something like Twitter, I don't really get on Twitter that much, but it is much more of a social interactive platform. Like, you can go on Twitter and just scroll and talk to people and comment on things. There's a lot of toxic stuff on Twitter too, so I mean, you got to be careful, but it still just does not have that perfect polished feel that Instagram has. Like, Instagram is pretty much like a portfolio. Instagram is like, all right, I'm going to a job and this is me putting my best foot forward. Like, that is what your Instagram feed is for the most part. It's the best pictures that you've ever taken. It's the best reels you've ever taken. Like, your reels that flop, you don't even leave those on your home feed. Like, that's the thing. Like, it is a portfolio. And most people, that's not what they want. Like, they want to be able to post pictures that maybe aren't perfect. Post pictures that maybe aren't the most algorithm pleasing. Like, maybe I just want to post it. But the way that it's set up right now, you don't really have the room to do that. You don't. And it's really hard for like small influencers to grow now. You used to be able to grow pretty easily on Instagram. I remember the first Instagram I had before it was hacked. I mean, it grew super quickly. As soon as I started posting hair content, pages like Healthy Hair Journey were reposting me and I was getting reposted. And so my page was growing pretty rapidly before I got hacked. Now, first of all, pages don't even hardly repost pictures anymore because everything is about reels. So you don't really get reposted in the first place. But even if you do get reposted, it might get you 10 followers or something like that, but it doesn't really have the same effect that it used to have. And I just think that, for one, people just aren't really using social media, or people aren't really using Instagram specifically for the social aspect of it. And so there's no real reason to follow you. Like, they might like the post, they might like your reel, whatever, but it's not converting to them following you. And that's the problem. Like, that's what makes it difficult to actually grow. Whereas I feel like on TikTok, people over there are a lot more likely to hit that follow button. I don't know if it's just because they are younger or what, but you know, like, if I post a TikTok, I'll probably get a few followers from it every single time I post a TikTok. That is not the case on Instagram. And even if I get followers on Instagram, they unfollow. Like, there's no real commitment over on Instagram. Alright, y'all, so I don't want to just keep on talking because I'll start rambling, but let me know what you guys think about what I'm saying about Instagram. Like, do you feel like Instagram is still popping? Do you feel like it's falling off? Do you feel like it's all about TikTok now? Like, let me know your thoughts. I really want to hear what y'all are thinking, because I don't know, like, this is just something I've been thinking about for a while, And now that other people are talking about it, it's like, all right, yeah, y'all, this is a thing. Like, Instagram, they should be a little bit concerned. And I think they are concerned. Like, it feels like they are moving like they're worried. But I don't know, we'll see. And I can also show y'all the final results of this twist out. I think it came out really, really pretty. I love it. I just took out my boho braids. If you missed that, make sure you watch that video next. Alright y'all, well, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. That helps this video to spread to more people, so I really appreciate it. And also, don't forget to join the clique by hitting that subscribe button. We are almost at 1,000 subbies, so make sure that you join the family. I will see y'all next Friday in my next video. Bye!